I do want to introduce the members of the commission, starting with Mike Watson. Mike is the gentleman there. I would say good-looking gentleman, but I didn't want to go that far. He's the gentleman there in the middle of the table. Mike is the designation of the state superintendent, and by law, he will be the chairperson of this commission. Mike has some experience with commissions. He has worked with Barnesville and Shelby City, and both have been since been released. We almost got him out of a job, but then we found a couple other commissions. He's currently working with Jefferson Township up in the Dayton area, and now he's working here with chairing the Little Miami Commission. Next to Mike is Matthew Martin. Matt is the designee of the Director of the Office of Budget Management. Matt also has some experience with commission work. He was on the Barnesville Commission and has been with the Office of Budget Management now for 4 years, 5 years. Time does fly, doesn't it? So, next member is Cole Allen Beeler. Mr. Beeler is down on the far end. He is a parent. Mr. Beeler is appointed by the State Superintendent of Public Instruction. Mr. Beeler is an attorney, has an office in Cincinnati, and he works primarily with class action suits. He's married, has lived in the district 12 years, and he has 2 daughters in the district, 9th grade and 5th grade status. Thank you, Mr. Beeler, for agreeing to serve. Next, on this end of the table is Mark Hurst. Mark is an appointment to the commission by the county auditor, Nick Nelson. Mark is a CPA. He has a lot of experience in governmental accounting, specifically with auditing and consulting of governmental and nonprofit entities. So we're hoping that his experience will add greatly to the commission, and he is excited about being here. Primarily, too, because he has 2 daughters? 2 daughters, 3 years old and 1 year old. So they're not in school yet, but very well soon will be. And final commission member, Dorothea Castleman. Dorothea is appointed by Governor Ted Strickland. Dorothea is a retired educator. She is also currently an adjunct professor with Bluffton University, and she has a degree in math and economics. She has lived in the district 5 years and is very willing to help the commission, help the district, and hopefully that with her background and economics and math will be a great assist to the district. So again, we welcome all of you. You'll hear about Londa, the other lady at the head table here in a few minutes. Londa is an ODE consultant who will be appointed as the secretary monitor. She is a non-voting member. But these are your 5 members, and to all of you, I offer my deepest appreciation for agreeing to serve. And without sounding wrong, wish you the best of luck. So it's now my pleasure. Well, before I do want to mention that all the meetings that the commission have will be held in public, and they are considered meetings held in public, not so much as a public meeting. The difference being that each member may have at each meeting, other than today's meeting, because there's very little business on the meeting, will have an opportunity to address the commission for any kind of agenda item that's on the agenda for that day. At every meeting that we will be meeting in the open public here, they may not respond to your comments, but they will listen to your comments at any meeting that you have. So at this time, it gives me a great privilege again to introduce State Board of Education member, Mr. Sam Schlummer, to come forth and deliver the oath of office to the commission members and say a few words, if.
You all please rise. I do hereby affirm to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States, the state of Ohio, and to honestly, faithfully, and impartially discharge my duties as a member of the Financial Planning Commission and Supervision Commission for the Little Miami Local School District. I do. Thank you very much. I do want to compliment the commission for taking time out of their busy busy lives, to be part of this commission and oversee the financial affairs of Little Miami School District. This is not the end of your problems. This is only the beginning. They've been going on for some time. I walked into your building here with a little remorse. I walked past the large banner that says that Little Miami is an excellent school district, a banner that I presented to the superintendent and to the board last fall. And my mind wandered a little bit as to how did we go from an excellent school district that you have been for a few years to the state of fiscal emergency, where the support of the community has really failed. A little bit about the history of funding public schools here in Ohio. That's not the responsibility of the state school board. I've received calls many times about what can an individual do about funding public education? Why does it cost so much? Those responsibilities lie with the General Assembly. And if you wish to change how we fund public education, which has been in our state constitution since 1803, and we today, Ohio is one of 5 states that remain a local control state, which means that your locally elected school board has full responsibility and per se power as to what goes on here in the Little Miami School District. In order for that to change, it has to be done by the General Assembly. The Constitution, the state of Ohio, has to be changed in order to find a different way to fund public education. Let me say that within the last 2 years, the current governor, Governor Strickland, has probably done more to reduce the dependence on home real estate taxes than any other governor has in probably the past 40 years since I have been following funding of public education. He's probably done more. Quite a bit is going to take place and be implemented over the next 10 years, approximately 10 years. There's going to be a greater reduction in dependence on real estate taxes. But at this moment, that's where we are. The folks who can change it are the members that you send to Columbus every 2 years. Your state senator, Sharon Jones, and your state representative, Ron May. Those are the people who have the power collectively to change the Constitution and change how we fund schools. If you want a difference, if you want to change, those people either have to do it or you have to change them by election. I speak with a lot of confidence and compassion. I served on a local board, so in the early 70s, in the Oak Hills Local School District, where all 4 of our children attended and graduated, I chaired 2 tax levies and co-chaired a 3rd one. Raising funds for public education is difficult. There are attitudes out there in the community that vehemently oppose public education. There are groups, not only here in Little Miami, but statewide and nationally, that are working 24/7 to destroy public education as we know it. That's most unfortunate. But today is today, and this is the beginning of a new approach to public education here in the Little Miami School District. I wish you well.